A couple of weeks ago, I was lucky to be sent the Manta 635 from F4 Foils, and yeah, really grateful for the chance to ride it early. And I've had a few questions online, and thought it was best that I just record my opinion on the foil. This is not the review. I'm a 40-year-old who's been surf foiling for 5 years and I weigh about 83 kilos. I was able to get some footage from the second session I had on it, just a small beach break on the central coast of New South Wales, Australia. My brother came and got some drone footage, and I set my iPhone up on the beach as a dodgy beach camera. Hopefully the footage is a good reference point so you can see my level and someone riding the foil. So I'm riding this foil with the 75cm RC mast, which is the 13.5mm thick ultra high modulus mast. It is stiff and responsive, and it's my choice, my go-to for a surf session. I had the XS Fuse 135cm tail. That was all I had to use with the tail options, but it was a great combo. I really enjoyed it. I would love to try a smaller tail, and I'm told they're coming. So the foil itself, it's got a span of about 75 centimeters and an aspect ratio close to 9. Now this, I'm told, was developed based on the Orca, the downwind foil, which surfs extremely well and has great range. And this definitely has a lot of those same characteristics. Like the Orca, it is easy to ride. First feels on it, there was no session of getting used to it and adapting. It felt natural straight away. If you have a look at it, it's got a lot of dihedral in the roll. It's very moustache-like. Dali would be proud to wear this on his face. 2 to 3 waves per chip in gives me enough bang for buck out of each ride. Now when they told me about this foil and they sent it to me, I was worried about the size, the surface area. It's about 150 centimeters less. I used to ride like close to an 800. Was my go-to surf foil. I gave them the benefit of the doubt because they made the Orcas and they were surprisingly a lot of low end on those. But yeah, I was hesitant going into it. For an average surf foil session, I am having to pump around the surf to connect extra waves, which is the benefit of the foil. So the pumping is important. Most people won't believe that they can ride this, but it pumps better than the 800 size foil I used to ride. I could pump around the surf and get the 2 or 3 waves I needed to. But the most surprising thing and enjoyable thing on this was that when I put off the wave a couple of times and I would, skim my board on the surface and lose a bit of speed, or I would pull off quite low, I could pump it out of that hole quite easily and I could bring it back up to height and get it going. So it was really forgiving. Like, I am going to make mistakes out there. I am going to pull off with low speed sometimes, and this foil handles that and it lets you recover from that. As far as surf performance and on the wave performance, I love this foil. It was fantastic. It was really nice and smooth on the takeoff. It didn't lift and engage too quickly, and I made more of my critical takeoffs this session than I normally would. It doesn't outrun the wave. It doesn't shoot you out in front of it or out onto the shoulder and leave you stuck there. It wants to stay in the pocket and allows you to turn back up the wave face and turn again, and it feels comfortable doing it. It made me feel like a better surf foiler that day, and each day I used it, I could push through my turns more. I could just had that comfort and that confidence to go that little bit harder each time, which was an improvement for me, and a great attribute, the reason I loved it. I was frothing, and yeah, it rolls, tips release. It's just got everything that I expect and I want in a surf foil in a much smaller size, which I don't like to compare numbers, but that means that you can ride a foil with less span that makes it surfier, or you can ride a foil with the same span and it will have even more pump. And so I'm excited for the bigger sizes to come out. I'm told there will be some, and yeah, these guys just keep making great foils, and I'm really stoked to be on them and enjoying time in the water.